Also tonight, a very dramatic story. You gotta listen to this one. Justice Department is laying out some details about this crime involving some big name rappers, Gucci Mane and two other industry pros who were apparently kidnapped and robbed, according to the Justice Department, by Pooh Shiesty, by Big 30, along with some others. A total of 9 suspects have been arrested. So here's what we know. These DOJ officials say Gucci Mane was lured into what was a fake business meeting in Dallas at a music studio that turned into what they called an armed takeover, where Mane and these others were held at gunpoint. This is back in January. They got robbed of their Rolexes, their cash, their jewelry. At one point, Gucci Mane was even basically forced to sign a release from a record label. Priscilla Thompson is joining us now. It is wild stuff, Priscilla. What else happened?
Yeah, Hallie, unbelievable, made for the movies kind of stuff. So Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's record label. And so this business meeting was scheduled in January at a recording studio in Dallas. And Pooh Shiesty shows up with 8 other people. You mentioned Big 30. Also, his father was among those with him. And Gucci Mane shows up with 2 people. They're all in this recording studio together. Pooh Shiesty says to Gucci Mane, "Can we speak privately?" And he allegedly, according to this complaint, asked Gucci Mane to sign a release form that would release Pooh Shiesty from the record deal. Gucci Mane declined. They argue back and forth. Pooh Shiesty asks someone to bring him a bag and pulls out an AK-style pistol, according to this complaint, and demands that Gucci Mane sign this document releasing him from the recording deal. After that document is signed, then he goes on, Pooh Shiesty, to steal Gucci Mane's wedding ring, other jewelry, his wallet, and then the small group of individuals goes back out into the larger group that's in that recording studio, and apparently all 8 of the other men who were with Pooh Shiesty pull out guns and began demanding property from Gucci Mane and the men who were with them. So we're talking about Louis Vuitton bags, Rolexes, cash, wallets. There's even physical altercations where there are photos of people with scratches. At one point, the complaint says that there was a man who had a gun put to his head, and they believed that they were all going to be executed. But they were allowed to leave eventually, and then this investigation took place where you have all of this surveillance video in and around the recording studio, the hotels, the rental cars that were booked, and you also had some of these people posting the stolen goods on social media. But what's more, Pooh Shiesty was, according to this complaint, under home detention. So there's electronic evidence that he was at that recording studio when he should not have been. He should have been at home. So obviously these arrests were made. We know that 8 of the 9 men were arrested and have been charged with all 9 of them, though, charged with kidnapping and robbery. Hallie?
Can I just ask one question, Priscilla? I don't know if we know the answer to this, but presumably, if Pooh Shiesty had been under home detention, he would have known that, right? That there was an electronic monitoring situation happening on him?
100%. And in fact, Hallie, according to the complaint, there was a conversation with his parole officer who said, "You are not where you're supposed to be." And Pooh Shiesty said he thought he had permission to leave and told the parole officer that he would be returning home.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.